Hey, what's up everybody? I'm Will, and we are back with some Genshin Impact today. And we're going to be continuing our little adventure here. We got this second chapter for Nahida we're going to get started on. It's just like right outside the city. Oh shit, I didn't realize where that was. Holy crap. I was doing bulletin board stuff earlier and I was like right out front. I could have accidentally triggered that. I did move up in the bulletin board, so we finally got one of the two necessary items. Right here. This allows you to seek and find the Dendroculum, which is those green orbs that you give to the Statue of the Seven. So, yay, we got that. And working on getting the next level, which will be the compass, like up here, that will point us to treasure chests. So that will also be hella useful. And then the final step's just the wings, which I feel like the final step is kind of just like, whatever. It's the following two, the previous two that are way important. And I also finally, after like months and months of trying, completed this because I was finally able to get this quest done, because this sucker was just not showing up at all. And I'm pretty sure once this gets initiated, it like shows up for like 2 days in a row at least, so you can actually complete it. Because yeah, I did it one day, did the first part, and then it's like, okay, I just have to hope that it shows up again, and then it did a second day in a row. So it's just like, sweet. I'm pretty sure it's set up to like show up in succession, so you can actually complete it when it does show up. But oh my god, I spent months trying to get this freaking daily to show up. Finally did. All right, so that was big news there. I still need to do this one, which is over in Mondstadt. I switched it over to Sumeru just because I haven't really done any of the dailies in Sumeru. Here we go. Let's look down here. Yeah, look at this. This is crazy. So, just the regular forest area, we're only at 47%. There's still so much more for us to explore here. The desert, the first part of the desert, we have quite a bit explored. The second part, and then the newest part, we have like next to nothing. We were able to like open up some chests and whatnot when we went over there to explore. And then TCG, I'm working on slowly but surely. But yeah, I did a little bit more exploring and just like running around Sumeru. I opened up a couple chests. So let's see, where is... Oh, okay, sweet. So I opened up some green chests. So we got some new pieces for our Serenity Teapot, and we got just enough to go and get another level up. So we're gonna quickly pop over, do that, then we'll come back, do this. Yeah, I was doing some stuff for the bulletin board, and it was like literally just like right there. You need to go right there, and just like, oh shit, I barely skimmed it and not triggered it. Although Genshin is it's not really that great. I was gonna say it's pretty good with like not triggering stuff unless you talk to someone, but then I thought about it, I'm like, actually no, it's not good at that. Things usually trigger sometimes if you get too close to them, which sucks. All right, I can't remember what we were up to here. Although it definitely feels like I haven't really been gaining too much Primo Gem since I'm trying to get 30 drops that we can do. Feels like that's been going slow. Offer. Yay. Oh, terrible. Do 2 of those and then a key. Okay, these are good. That's gonna take a long time to get to. I don't know. So many. Oh, let's actually check event. Is there anything new going on? Nope, just this. Okay, so I have been trying to keep up with this. I still need to do this. 9 more hours. Yeah, we're not doing those on stream. I'm just doing it for the primo gem. Those things don't really pay out. I do think one of the blue doors near the in the beginning did have like a nameplate, but it was like freaking insane trying to do it. Like you had to already have like high level characters, have like their perfect setup just to get through it. It was insane. And then it's a nameplate I missed out on, and it's just like, it drives me fucking crazy. Stuff like missable nameplates like that for like events where it's like, oh, you can't just go and do the event and get it. So you actually have to like succeed at it.
Isn't that Nahida?
It was.
Nahida! Paimon didn't think we'd run into you here. Oh, hey there. It's been a while, hasn't it? What have you two been up to? Seems like you've been enjoying yourselves. How about you? What are you up to now? I'm just looking out for some leads while getting some fresh air.
Okay, so I'm not 100% that this does take us over to the new area. I think it will, because I'm pretty sure it has to deal with the dragon. So we'll see how long it takes us to get over there.
I have some blurry memories after saving Irminsul. I almost feel like there's still something extremely important I need to do. But I can't remember what it is.
Okay, I feel like this is... Oh my god. It feels like such a stall in her story, where it's gonna just be like a gaping like mystery thing for her, but it's just like we already know the answer to it. So it's like every time it comes up, it's just like, yeah, it's that thing you forgot. I could probably tell you, but I'm not going to. So it's gonna be an ongoing thing with you. We'll see if she ever figures it out.
Why is that? Don't worry, we'll help you remember. Thank you so much. Since you're willing to help, I have something I'd like to show you.
Magic thingy.
Ooh, it's beautiful. It looks like it's filled with some kind of power. I found it in the sanctuary of Suristana, but I have no recollection of it whatsoever. It's filled with pure elemental power that is quite similar to mine, but yet it's also a little different. It's very likely that it's connected to my foggy memory, but I can't figure out what it is.
It's like mine, but different, as if it's someone else's? Yeah, that's generally what it means when it's not yours.
Traveler, do you have any ideas?
Nope, no idea what you're talking about. Anyway, let's go, Paimon.
You know, Nahida, we just happen to be going on an adventure right now. If we find anything, we'll be sure to let you know right away. Thanks, you two. I didn't mean to trouble you again.
Too late.
Don't mention it. Besides, it seems you've got a lot on your mind, and we'd like to help.
I mean, you are a pretty useless Archon after all.
Hey, get out! You shouldn't be around here! I'm sorry, Lesser Lord Kusanali. Fungi don't usually come near this
Seriously,
place.
they still call her lesser.
Warning! Get out before I kick you out, you
Kusanali's just...
Hang on. I think it's trying to tell us something.
It'd be so funny if everyone just keeps referring to her as Lesser Lord Kusanali, and every time she's just like, you know, just Kusanali would be fine, guys. We don't need to keep doing that thing.
But Great Dendro Archon, it's a monster!
It's a fungus.
Please, don't worry.
I'm a fucking god. Do you really think a mushroom is gonna take me out, buddy? Alright? Shame. Shame on you.
I think I understand. Seems that it wants us to follow it.
You can understand it?
Mm-hmm. Even though different creatures have varying habits and ways of communicating, the emotions we experience are all the same. I can feel its anxiety and fear. It's in dire need of our help.
Well, fungi are kinda cute, but... that's true. Okay, let's go take a look.
All right, lead the way, little fungus.
Although they all look about the same, some fungi are friendly, while others are super aggressive and attack anyone they see.
It can't be helped. Perhaps in their eyes, humans are like fierce monsters as well. After all, they can't distinguish which human behaviors are hostile or not, and it'd already be too late for them once humans have drawn their weapons. Hence why they tend to strike first, rather than waiting.
That's not too different from how humans think sometimes.
That's what I meant by shared emotions. It appears it was in a hurry because of this unconscious fungus.
Seems like they might be family. So maybe this fungus wanted to bring Nahida here to help its family member.
Probably. Although fungi are simple creatures, they're very sensitive to elemental power. Maybe it noticed me on my way back and thought I'd be able to help. I'll take a look. I should be able to help if it's just a common illness.
What is it, Nahida?
Strange. Very strange. This fungus didn't develop from a spore. It's an elemental life form.
Huh? An elemental life form?
Yes. Although the fungi you normally see are capable of using elemental powers, they're merely borrowing elemental power from nature around them. As for this fungus, it has elemental power flowing through it. Definitely not anything like your typical fungus. Exactly. This is very interesting. I've never seen anything like it.
So this is a first even for Nahida.
But that's not all. There's a large void within its elemental power. The void is stopping the elemental power from flowing normally, which must be why it fainted.
So do you think it'll wake up if we can fill the void?
Yes, and I just so happen to be good at this sort of thing. I'll see what I can do right away. My power was compatible. Looks like everything is fine now.
Lord of Dendro? Is it really the Lord of Dendro? Oh, I can't believe the Lord of Dendro saved me. Thank you, as well as the stranger and creature next to you.
Ah! It can talk?
Oh, I didn't expect such a strange creature to make a sound like that. Seems I'm just as shocked as you are.
What? Of course Paimon can talk. Paimon isn't a strange creature. Paimon's just... Paimon!
Hello, Paimon. I am not yet able to evaluate an organism's intelligence from its appearance. I will only know you are able to speak once you have spoken.
Oh, well, no need to take it seriously. It's no big deal. But does Paimon really look so dumb that people might think Paimon doesn't know how to talk?
You misunderstand, Paimon. A mouth is used for eating, breathing, and other functions that are more important than speaking. So a creature may not speak, even if it has a mouth. I've never seen a creature like you before, so I dared not make the assumption that you could speak. Even if you do possess a number of human traits, It is still very common for creatures to have similar external forms but completely different interiors, just like fungi and slimes.
Did this fungus study at the academia? It seems even more talkative than Paimon.
You're not a fungus, are you?
That's correct. This might be surprising to you, and I'm sure that you must have questions. Let's find somewhere else to talk. It might startle my fellow family members if I speak too much using this strange voice. Me, 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 me. It says that it's very thankful for your help.
God, what is with me this week? It feels like I just keep forgetting to mute it.
I was confident that I knew of all the creatures in Teyvat. Even if there are ones I've never seen with my own eyes, I thought I possessed all the relevant knowledge about them. However, even if I were to lay out the traits of all elemental life forms, you don't seem to match any of them. What are you? And where did you come from?
I come from an ancient race. We have existed for a very long time, possibly longer than any records in existence. My home was filled with flowing water and great mountains. Lush grass covered the land, and my family and I lived in bliss and happiness. Until the apocalypse came and changed my home forever. A horrifying power consumed all there was. The seeds of catastrophe nested and grew inside of us, twisting and warping us, causing us to lose control. We were victims of the apocalypse, yet in time, we also became the apocalypse itself.
The apocalypse?
I'm not sure what it means either. It sounds like some kind of old fable.
It's a long and complicated story. It will take me some time to explain it clearly.
Don't worry, we'll listen. Please continue.
I was lucky and managed to survive. Afterward, I left with some of my family and came to Sumeru to search for a way to rescue my homeland. We came in contact with many species and learned from their cultures and knowledge, hoping to understand the truth behind the apocalypse. We later found out that humans know the power of the apocalypse and refer to it as forbidden knowledge.
Your home was destroyed by forbidden knowledge? Does that mean you're from the desert?
It said that they are looking for a way to save their homeland, but the catastrophe of the desert should have ended a long time ago.
The Lord of Dendro is correct. We are not from the desert. I would very much like to tell you the location of my homeland, but unfortunately, I've forgotten. That may sound a little odd, as it is very important to both me and my family.
Yes, how could you forget?
I am a life form that was contaminated by the apocalypse. A part of my knowledge and memory was taken away as the contamination inside of me was purged.
Ah, I get it now. So the void of elemental power was left behind from when the forbidden knowledge was purged.
Oh my god. That drives me crazy when they do that. Where they pad out, like, a conversation where someone will, like, explain something and then someone will basically re-explain the same thing that they just said back to them. It's like, yes, that's exactly what they just said. Why did you have this statement? Like, they do that they do that quite a bit in this game.
I'm sorry. I hadn't considered that kind of possibility.
It's like such an anime thing to do.
Lord of Dendro, there is no need to apologize. Without your help, I would have lost more than just my knowledge and memory.
It's like whenever you watch a shonen and like a character does a move and you know and understand exactly what they're doing, but then like another character has to explain the move aloud. It's like, oh, I'm going to punch him in the face, and then he punches in the face, and then the third guy's like, oh, do you see that how he used his fist and he balled it up and then he swung it at the other person and punched him in the face in a punching motion. It's like, yes, thank you. It's like, I don't need re-explain turned on in this fucking game.
And not only did you save me, but you've also already rid the world of the remaining forbidden knowledge, right?
That's right. The forbidden knowledge is no more, and your homeland should be safe now.
To be fair, we have come across a few patches of like that red energy that sucks away the life, and I think that's supposed to be an extension of the forbidden knowledge, so technically no.
My home should be safe now. We can go home. For the longest time, this moment has only seemed like a dream. I never knew it would become a reality so quickly. I was unable to fulfill our calling. I never found a way to save my homeland, and I have even forgotten where it is.
It's not your fault. You've already done everything you can. Every species paid a grave price in the fight against forbidden knowledge. This is not a responsibility you should carry on your own. You mentioned that there were other survivors besides yourself. Where are they? Maybe they'll remember.
The apocalypse put us through immense pain. Many of my family members have already met their end. I'm not sure who else is still alive.
Don't worry, I should be able to find them. Just leave it to me. I'll leave the rainforest to the Aranara. And as for the city, there are a few nice kids that should be willing to help.
Oh yeah, they'll give us a hand.
Give me a moment. I'll contact them right now. That should do it. It may take some time to find them, so let's wait for a bit.
Thank you, Lord of Dendro. We all believe that you will keep your promises. The moment I saw you when I awoke, I had a feeling you were here because of the agreement.
Agreement?
You might not remember, but this is a prophecy that we deeply believe in. That the Lord of Dendro will bring us home once the catastrophe comes to an end.
Ah, I see. I'm sorry. There are also some blurry segments in my memory as well. But I'm very concerned about your homeland. This is something I should help with. It's really no trouble to me at all.
Would you all be willing to come with me somewhere as we wait? The more family members that can return home with me, the better.
But didn't you say that you don't know where they are?
Yes, but I know their end. I will explain it to you along the way.
Alright, start.
There's something that I'm very concerned about. Yes, I didn't mention it just now, but do you remember when I told you that the power in the crystal is very similar to mine, yet also different? The elemental power inside the crystal is completely identical to that of the fungus.
What?
Exactly. The prophecy that it mentioned was probably an agreement that I made with an elemental life form that once represented its race. I had to deal with the forbidden knowledge to save their homeland. The process, however, took away some of my memories. That sequence of events would explain the persistent feeling that I had unfinished business.
Makes sense. Too bad it's unable to tell us more.
Yeah, I've been trying to think of a place that fits the description of its homeland, but I'm unable to come up with anything. Agreed. I really want to send them home, so they won't have to wander around anymore.
The road here is a little rough. I'll lead the way.
Don't worry, Paimon can handle any road! Ah! Enemies! You're up, Traveler!
Propagate!
Rain Cutter! Rain outlines your fate. Know my sword!
Ah, not deep enough. I was hoping I'd hit him in a deeper part of the water.
Scatter!
Juggling? Damn.
Amazing. With such skills, you all would have definitely been able to find a way to survive the apocalypse.
Hey! Paimon has been meaning to ask. You all didn't originally look like this, did you?
No, we didn't. The appearance of our kind will change according to the environment. After communicating with various living organisms in Sumeru, we discovered that fungi are the life form most adapted to live in these lands. Thus, we gradually took the form of fungi and became a part of their group.
It's hard to believe that's even possible.
The most important instinct any life form possesses is adapting to the environment. I don't think that should surprise you, Paimon. Your hand is shaped like that for a reason, so you are able to grip and use tools more easily. The reason why fungi absorb elemental power is to blend with the environment and fend off natural predators. We are dendro life forms, one of the most ancient life forms in this land. That is why we are so adaptable.
So you mean, if Paimon wanted to, Paimon could change into a different form as well?
Not as freely, I'm afraid. You would require a long time to make that happen. Although this is common sense to us, it is still extremely difficult to explain. Putting it as simply as possible, changing form requires energy, and energy comes with time. You cannot make a sprout grow into a giant tree instantly, nor can you force a tree to bear fruit overnight.
I see. Humans have a term for this. It's called growth.
Ah, you're so smart, Nahida! Paimon gets it now!
Growth. I see. Yes, then this is what you would call growth. A most beautiful word. I shall enjoy it more as we walk.
Gonna be a long trip.
Farther is it?
We're about halfway there. You're doing great, Paimon. Do you need me to carry you on my back?
Huh? Oh no, Paimon was just curious. Paimon isn't that tired.
You seem to enjoy taking care of others.
You think so? Does the Lord of Dendro need to be carried?
That would be awkward, wouldn't it? Why don't you fly up and sit on top of my head?
We can figure out who will carry who later! We have monsters here!
Witness the power of Guwa! Rain outlines your fate. Know my sword!
I think we may have a different understanding of carrying someone. No matter whether it's tired or not, my child is always happy when I put it on my back and give it a ride.
Child? You mean the fungi we ran into earlier?
Yes, one was my friend, and the other was my child.
Why can't your kid speak?
Because it's just a fungus. I don't want my presence to change or affect the original state of the fungi species here. However, it is slightly different from an ordinary fungus. It seems to understand some human language, so I gave it a name.
Oh, then it must be a really cute name. You know, like Bongo Head.
You have an odd taste for names.
Huh? Paimon thinks that name is great.
Strange and cute at the same time. It's a name only Paimon would be able to come up with.
That's right.
The name I came up with was not as creative as Paimon's. I learned it from an adventurer. Its name is... I'm sorry, but I've forgotten. Seems like I've forgotten many important things. Yes, I must remember it before I return. It's just as important as my homeland. Yes, this way. We're almost there.
Is this already here? This might have been placed here just for this story.
It's the Withering.
Yes, I have heard humans also call it that before. It's the last form we take when we are at the end of our life.
But it's trying to say that when they've suffered enough and reached the end of their life, they become a tumor of the Withering.
Yes, I would have also suffered the same fate if it wasn't for the Lord of Dendro's help.
So, this is how the Withering is formed?
Previous research has revealed that forbidden knowledge is the root cause of the Withering. But even if forbidden knowledge has been completely removed, its influence still remains, which is why the Withering remains even after forbidden knowledge has disappeared. They've been tormented by forbidden knowledge for a long time. It's understandable that they will eventually become the Withering. But what a sad and pitiful end.
When I left my homeland, flowers like these filled the fields. Each bloom represented an individual life. They grew in the pristine lakes, in the fertile soil, in my home, and in the homes of my friends. They grew everywhere, until the world suddenly lost all its color and became tainted and murky.
Yeah, I am. It's one of those things where it's like you sleep all day and then you wake up and then it's like, I don't feel rested at all. Have you been?
But it's all right. Our life essence, elemental power, still resides in this flower. After an adventurer clears the Withering, I will quietly draw near the area. If I can sense the elemental power of my companions, then I take them with me.
But that would mean the effects of forbidden knowledge could have...
It's okay. That's not important anymore. I just hope that they can all make it back home.
My god, you've been having such a rough week.
It's not right to leave them to simply perish in the open like this. Now that we finally have the chance to return home, each one I manage to bring back will make me that much happier.
I understand. Just leave it to us.
Thank you. Let's see here.
So you're worried about me. It's fine. Forbidden knowledge doesn't exist anymore. It's natural to want to be overcautious when dealing with a highly venomous snake, but when all that's left is its skeleton, there's nothing to worry about.
Paimon doesn't get what you two are talking about, but we're all ready to go now, right? Then let's do this! We've dealt with the Withering countless times already!
So what you been up to today? Just sleeping? Or chilling or whatever?
Yeah, let's change tactics.
Oh my god. Terrible. Starting terrible.
Body and mind, let me weave you a verse.
Verdict is... propagate!
Oh my god! What the hell? That happened so quickly.
Rain outlines your fate.
Did you get any wins in? Let's do this.
This might hurt a little. Sharing my knowledge.
I have taught you.
Oh my god, what is happening here? Shoot, I have not died in a long time in this game. Shoot. Oh, hey. One of the thingies. Oh, can we make it? Get it. Get it. Eh. That's not happening. Shit. Well, this is Genshin Impact. It's a, just a free game you can pick up basically on everything.
The withering.
Yes, I have heard. It's the last.
It's trying to say that when they...
Yes,
So, previous research has... But even if they've been tormented, but what is sad and...
when I left my home,
Alright, what the heck is happening here?
they grew it. But it's all right. After an adventure,
But that...
it's okay. It's not right to. Now that we find.
I
If
understand.
only there was a better skip button,
So you're
unfortunately.
worried about- it's natural to want to be overcautious.
Paimon doesn't get what you two are talking about, but we're all ready to go now, right? Then let's do this! We've still...
Alright. Nope, can't activate it. Oh god, that was a bad choice. Bad choice.
Grow!
Oh wait, oh shoot, I didn't even realize we're not even fully healed. Oh god. Escape! Escape!
Stop fighting!
Dissipate.
Alright, I need to switch over to a power healer or else we are fucked. Wait, no, not friends. Jesus. Setup.
Wish me luck.
Yeah, this is a pretty fun game. I definitely would recommend it if people just like large world exploration kind of games. It's like fun and colorful. Like, yeah, this is a free game and they've been updating it pretty consistently. It's been out for like 3 years and there's usually an update every single month and they always are expanding it. Each territory is based off like a different nation of some sort. So like this area is China, there's like another area down here which is like Japan, and then this is more of like a tropical zone, and then we have a desert area over here which is like the newest zone. Yeah, it's free. It's on literally everything, like every console, PC. You can play this on your phone, although I have not seen that. Oh no, it triggered the story again.
It's... the withering.
Yes, I have heard. It's the last.
Oh my god, damn it.
It's trying to say that...
Yes,
So, previous research has... But even if they've been tormented, but what is sad and...
when I left my homeland, flowers like they grew but it's all right. After an adventure,
But that...
it's okay.
Yeah, this game is probably most famous for its characters. A lot of waifus and husbandos on here.
It's natural to want to be overcautious.
Then let's do this! We've still...
A lot of hentai made from this game. Alright.
Let's dance.
Alright, I need to watch the red meter down below, because that's what's a killer.
This might hurt a little.
on. Let's grab those.
Time for retribution! Ha! Ha! Ha!
Let the show begin.
Ring cutter.
Make yourselves at home.
Propagate! Verdict is...
I'm sorry, I think I asked this already. Said you played Fortnite earlier. Did you get any wins in there?
Witness that! No, my sword! Time to act.
Springboard!
Yeah, a really big part of this game is each character has a different element, like water, fire, electricity. So a big part is doing like combos. Like fire can like burn down like grass and whatnot, and like if you mix ice and fire, it does like kind of like an explosion.
Time for retribution!
Ready, steady, go!
The most obvious is like mixing water and like ice will freeze people.
Let me read you a verse. Rain outlines your fate.
The Temple of Wisdom.
And today we're just kind of doing some story stuff, so probably gonna be a lot of cutscenes.
As I expected, it's the last of my kind that I'm aware of.
Oh, the question is, you said you played Fortnite earlier. Did you get any wins in?
So it wasn't able to make it to the end. If only it could have held on just a little longer.
I hope that you will be free of this pain after returning home.
Just thinking about how many elemental life forms have turned into tumors of the withering makes Paimon sad.
Thank you, anime character, explaining how they feel.
It's okay. As long as elemental power still exists, then we will still be around.
Yeah, you can usually control 4 characters at a time in like a team system. Although, unfortunately, like the story never really addresses that. It's always just like the main character solo, like most of the time.
An external form is but a gift of time. Through growth comes change, and even abandonment of previous forms. However, our true nature is not so easily affected.
It wouldn't have come to this if we were able to cure them earlier. But I will cure all of them. Even if it's just for the sake of the rainforest and all the life forms that live in it.
Thank you, Lord of Dendro. It was a wise choice for us to place our trust in you and wait.
Hold on. I think I got something. Oh, I see. Okay, I understand. Thank you so much. So, they found a fungus that matches the description I gave them. It's currently unconscious.
It must be in a similar situation as I was. We should hurry and go take a look.
Okay, follow me.
A reward on the road.
Okay, hold on. We got a thing that's like floating up in the sky there. I need to figure out how to get that. It's way up there. All right. Let's... Another fun thing is like, yeah, each person has a different element, and there's usually puzzles in the open world which might take like a certain element to solve it.
Wait for my signal.
Ninja. Wait, did I... Oh my god, I still didn't get it. God dang, how much higher do I need to go? Okay, I'm not getting up there. Let's see here. How do we get that? Alright, let me look over here. Did we solve this puzzle? No, we did not. Alright. Oh yeah, plus the soundtrack for this game is a frickin' banger. Each area has like 20 songs associated with it. And like I said, each area is kind of like based on a different part of the world. So you get like old school traditional Japanese in one area. You get like old school Chinese in another. Here's more of kind of like a Middle Eastern theme. Alright, we're gonna need a bow and arrow for this one.
Come on, don't keep me...
Nice. Alright, you're gonna have to figure this one out. Yeah, this is just like a fun kind of turn your brain off kind of game, honestly. Like the story is okay, even though like they consistently update it for free and stuff with both like areas, characters, and story. But I mainly just like it for exploration. All right, how do we... Oh, there's like a lot more. Okay. Oh my god, this is gonna be a nightmare. How do you know the order? My man. Okay, let's try all the ones on the stumps then and see if that's what you're supposed to do. I actually just picked up Zelda Breath of the Wild, and I'm planning on streaming that. Hopefully in the next few months.
Not bad at all.
Even though the new one's just about to come out, and it's like, god dang it. Of course I pick it up like the month before the brand new one comes out. Alright, so we got that. We still didn't... I was hoping that might have triggered some sort of air current. I mean, sometimes puzzles can like unlock other things in the area. Wait, there's another one here. Is there another one up in the sky? There's another one there too. What the heck? God, there's quite a few around here. Alright. You know what? I'm getting sidetracked. I don't need to pick these up right now. Let's just go with the story. That's what I was supposed to focus on today, and we haven't really been focusing too much on it. Oh yeah, I also the other day I checked your wish list since I wasn't able to send you buy you some things on there. I wanted to check to see if it was like everything or if it was just certain items. It seems like everything on your wish list I cannot like get you. And it's like, no. Actually, wait, where the hell is this thing? I thought it was close by. Oh god, no. Okay, that is far away.
We're close now. It's just a little further inside.
But there are so many fungi here. They're probably all ordinary fungi, right? Yeah, they won't be happy to see us.
Are you sure you should be up and you should get some more sleep, man, if you're that sick?
No fighting. These are all its family. Although we belong to different species, we've spent a long time living among the fungi. They are very important to us. They can be reasonable, as long as we try to communicate.
What should we do? You're the only one who can make it through, right? But you'll need Nahita's power if you want to save that fungus.
I've got an idea. Can you teach me how to change into a fungus?
You want to transform into a fungus? But we don't have time for growth.
Nahita is a god. Changing into a fungus should be a piece of cake for her.
Even gods can't bend the laws of time so easily.
Then we'll have to enter with the risk of being noticed. We may not be able to avoid a fight. But if spending some of my power will guarantee the safety of you and its family, then I'm willing to try.
All right. You have great elemental power, so you may be able to do it. You will have to use power equal to that which is required to break through the limitations of time. I will lend you the relevant knowledge that I have. It should make your transformation process a little easier.
Alright, I'm ready. Changing into a fungus should be quite an interesting experience.
Lord of Dendro, this is nothing to joke about. I am extremely serious about it.
As am I. I'm not joking at all.
Alright! Let's not get hung up here. If it's really possible to turn into a fungus, then why don't we give it a try now?
Have you been able to work in Blender at all in the last few days? I know yesterday was kind of like crazy, so like the weekend, were you able to work on anything?
Okay. Good luck, Lord of Dendro.
Wow! You really turned into a fungus!
It's actually not too bad. My perspective in this form isn't much different from usual.
And trust me, it's not a big deal going a few days and not really like working on anything or feeling like you're doing anything. It happens all the time for me.
The unconscious fungus is just below here. Can you all help me determine which one it is?
Oh, how do we do that?
I'll get close to them while you make your way over from above. You should be able to identify them using elemental sight since they're elemental life forms. Then, all you have to do is repeat the correct answer in your mind. As long as I'm able to see you, then I'll be able to hear your answer.
Okay, got it.
Let me lure away the fungi up top and make way for you.
Yeah, earlier, my sleep schedule's been like all over the place. I was up from like 10 o'clock last night until about 12 in the afternoon today, and then I slept for the last few hours, and then I woke up at like 6. And then I hopped on and started streaming, and oh my god, YouTube Shorts is like, I don't really do TikTok, but I do YouTube Shorts, and it's the same thing, and it's just like, oh my god, I spent 4 hours flicking through there. It's like, oh my god. This is worse than the cocaine.
Alright, good luck, Nahida.
So addictive. Okay, I did not think this is where the story was going. I could have sworn that this had to deal with like a dragon or some shit. One of the new bosses that came out. It's like less of an addiction, it's just more of like, it just keeps you wired. Like if you drink
There's a fungus on patrol in the center
a
there.
lot of soda when you're trying to get to sleep.
It's pretty vigilant, so I'd better go around it.
Left. Alright, this is weird. We haven't had to do anything like this before.
Nana.
Well, if you're having a creative block in Blender, try and do that donut tutorial. Just, it's something basic, and it like teaches you all the like important, like basic stuff. Plus, I still want you to make me that donut.
It seems they didn't notice me. It seems that fungus won't be moving for the moment. I should hurry and make my way through.
Yeah, I should definitely get on a more regular sleep schedule. Since I try to keep the same stream times, it's a pain in the butt. Because I always end up like sleeping like right up until I'm about to stream recently.
I'll hide and wait for the traveler to catch up. So this is the one. Understood.
I'm basic, just a chocolate donut. Although if you look up on like basically anywhere, on like any forum for Blender or anything, and look up donuts, you'll see like a lot of really cool designs and stuff that people did. Like cool motion backgrounds with like chrome donuts, so like the reflectiveness of the chrome on the donut will like reflect like the crazy moving background, so it all looks like shifting colors. Like some pretty cool, you can get like some pretty cool outcomes if like you really think about like how to texture it, or like crazy backgrounds you can do for it and stuff like that.
Nahida? What's wrong?
I never knew that it was so tiring to change forms like that. I even used the techniques that it taught me. Seems like its warnings were not unfounded.
The power of time accumulates slowly and goes unnoticed. A great price is to be paid if you wish to perform drastic changes instantly.
Yeah, I definitely need to get onto a better sleep schedule, but it's like I'm such a night person, and it's like, why did I choose? And it's just like, I'm up to, what is it, 959 days streaming in a row. I have set hours. I could change them. I'm my own boss, but I choose not to for some reason. And it's just like, why do I do this? If I just switched my hours tonight, it would be so much easier for me.
Thank you for everything you've done. All seems to have gone according to plan.
Already am.
Now, we simply wait for it to wake up.
Who are you? I apologize. Language is not easy.
time. It's okay, I have good news. Let me explain it to you the fungi way.
Apocalypse ended? Go home now?
Yes. Unfortunately, I've forgotten where home is. I was hoping you still remembered.
I remember. Really? That's great! Home, Dendro Dragon.
Dendro Dragon. Ah, yes! The Dendro Dragon! I'm sorry, I just got so excited. I've probably never expressed such emotions before. But yes, our home is the Dendro Dragon.
Oh, wait a minute. Paimon's confused. Do you mean the Dendro Dragon as in an elemental dragon? Like Dvalin?
Okay, there we go. They could really do that with the other nations, since each nation is a elemental theme as well. Definitely would love to see the other dragon elemental types.
Yes, they're both dragons, but Apep, the Dendro Dragon, has been around for longer and has accumulated dense elemental power. But I don't quite understand. Why would you say that your homeland is a dragon?
Oh yeah, plus this weekend I watched a newer anime, I think it came out like 3 years ago, called Sunny Boy. Oh my god, did that get depressing? Because it's all about it's a really cool show with a fun art style, or non-traditional art style, and the whole thing is about loss and letting go and moving forward, and it's 12 episodes, and every single episode nails that point, and it's just wow, this is emotionally destroying me on episode 6. This is gonna be fun. So my weekend was emotionally draining dealing with that, which is always a fun time when you find something that moves you. It's oh, this is great. But when it's something sad and depressing, it's oh, it still moves me and I'm still gonna watch it, even though it's just I don't feel the best. You know what I mean? It's when you watch a sad movie on purpose. And honestly, didn't see that coming. I thought it was just gonna be just a fun random anime, and it's just oh no, this is murdering me on the inside.
Because we live inside the Dendro Dragon.
The Dendro Dragon. Inside. Very big. Mountains. Water. Trees. Us.
There is an entire world inside the Dendro Dragon's body. The Dendro Dragon nurtured the earliest life forms and protected us inside of itself.
It is and it isn't. It's all it's not really metaphors. It's weird. It's basically this class of students, and they get thrown outside of reality. So a lot of weird stuff starts happening because basic concepts of reality just stop working. So it's kind of not abstract, but it's kind of surreal. Oh, that's exactly what it is. It's a surrealist series. So people get powers, but it's super odd and specific. Someone gets a cloak which teleports them specifically to this room where people just become stagnant and apathetic and just have no real drive to do anything, and their physical forms become statues, but their internal their mental state is just them lazing on a couch, and a person has to go inside this mindscape. It gets really weird and kind of trippy if you think about it, but it's it was fun. It was definitely a nice art style, very colorful and stuff. And it's just like I said, it's surrealist, and whenever you find a movie or show that does weird surreal shit, it's always just awesome to see, because there isn't that much content that does that.
It once told us in a majestic voice that once we finally matured, we'd be able to start life in a new world. However, that day never came. Our homeland was the greatest place there ever was before the apocalypse arrived.
I'm still confused.
Alright, I'll type it in chat. I believe that's what the name was. Yeah, and of course it's like, I believe they were high school students and they were like a month or two away from graduating. So it's just like, oh, okay, so this like triggered this whole like crisis-y thing for all of them. So it's all like, oh, we're gonna have to go from being children to being adults and like moving on. And each episode deals with a different person's story. So like one is like, oh, I'm like the star baseball player, but I'm not like good enough to be a professional baseball player. So it's like giving up something you love, but then realizing like, you know what, just because I'm not gonna be a professional baseball player doesn't mean I have to like completely quit the game and just like lose that part of myself. But yeah, it gets weird. Needless to say, near the end, it involves like someone building a literal rocket ship, and it's just like, oh my god, what is this show?
Yes, a very good example. It appears that you're much smarter than Paimon. The only difference is that the Dendro Dragon is much, much larger than any Dendro slime.
Wait, then if that's the case, doesn't that imply that Apep has also been contaminated by forbidden knowledge?
Yes, that is correct.
Okay, every time we run into like a cool monster that's an ally, there's always some weird corruption theme that goes on. I believe Sunny Boy is on Crunchyroll. Let me check actually real quick. Doo-doo-doo. Yeah, yeah, it looks like it's on Crunchyroll. It's only 12 episodes, and it's like the standard, like, 20 minutes. But yeah, it's weird, because, like, one of the crazy concepts that come up is that since you're outside of reality, and standard, like, space-time doesn't really work, so it's like, there's, like, infinite looping hallways, and they don't grow old. So there's characters that literally live out thousands of years as just like these like 17, 18-year-olds.
What has suddenly made you look so worried, Lord of Dendro? I haven't seen this expression on you before.
Yeah, I find a lot of anime nowadays is only like 12 episodes, usually per season. And it's just like a one shot, so...
Apep is the most adaptable life form in the world. The forbidden knowledge should have become a part of its body a long time ago. Which means that if all the forbidden knowledge has been eliminated...
But yeah, if you really think about it, it's like, cool, I could just spend 2,000 years as a teenager, talk about my nightmare. Never-ending puberty. That's my cross to bear.
And a big void will also form inside the dragon!
Yeah. I think you overestimate how much stuff I have to do. I have a lot of free time.
I'm afraid so. Its
Oh
body
my god, my
and soul
nose.
have
Itchy.
probably been in terrible shape for some time now. No wonder I haven't seen Apep for so long. But how did it get contaminated? Was it due to the destruction of King Deshret's civilization? But anyway, Apep disappeared and has been gone ever since that time. It's been enduring unimaginable pain all the while. It's probably in pain as we speak.
Nah, it's allergy season here. Or it's starting to be, so that's gonna be a fun thing I'm gonna have to deal with for the next 3 to 4 months.
Yes! How could I have forgotten?
Because nothing's greater when you are allergic to literally summertime.
If the Dendro Dragon fails to hang on, the elemental power inside it will no longer be able to maintain its form, and will all be dispersed. Dendro elemental power of that concentration will cause the rainforest to overgrow. Giant trees will completely block out the sun. Plants and humans will fight over oxygen. Sumeru will no longer be suitable for sustaining life.
Hey, what about the crystal? Why don't you show it to them and see if they know anything about it?
Yes. All kinds.
Yes, I'm sorry. You're right. We don't have time to panic. Have you two ever seen anything like this before?
Yeah, I used to take like allergy medication and stuff, but that was always like hit or miss. So I basically just started like closing off my house, and I have like a humidifier and a dehumidifier, and then a thing that sprays like natural oils into the air, and it's just like I turned my house into a miniature biome when it comes to summertime.
Its power feels very familiar, like something from our homeland, but I don't know what it is. I'm sorry our memories aren't very reliable.
It's okay. I'll contact my helpers just as I did before and see if they can locate your other family members.
No. Traveling's really hard because of, well, one, money-wise, it's not really the cheapest to travel right now. And two, with my anxiety, it's actually pretty hard to, like, really go anywhere for the most part. Just generally leaving my house can kind of get me just in a not the best state in general, so that's fun. So let alone like traveling long distances, usually have a few panic attacks. That's not the best.
I'm counting on you all. Your info is crucial to us now. Let's wait for their reply again, though I know waiting can feel unbearable at a time like this.
Plus, I don't have a driver's license, and that makes it really hard in the US, too, because public transit is kind of crap for a lot of cities, and especially in between cities as well. And that's exactly why I'm addicted to travel channels on YouTube.
Thank you. Family bringing fruit.
Yeah, I have, but I haven't found like a good one. Because like they either just like make me like it's not good for my depression, or it just makes me like tired all the time. For some of it.
I explained to them that you aren't hostile. After seeing you save it, its family is very grateful to you.
Go home, thief. Hard decision. Don't know. They are weak. I worry. If waiting, then I hope.
I should. I know I should. Especially since I am in a state where it's legal.
Don't worry. I understand what you are trying to say. Family is very important to us, no matter when we were actually family. It has done a lot to protect this territory and can't help but worry now that it's about to leave. Can you do one last thing for it while we wait?
Of course, I can relate to how it's feeling. I need to organize my thoughts as well.
Thank you. Thank you. Tend, soil, food. Don't like plant invasion.
There are two things that it wants you to do. One is to look after the land that the food is grown in, and the other is to drive away the plants that are trying to invade the area.
Soil, plate. We'll take care of it right away.
So what made you think of stopping by today? I mean, I don't normally see you in chat. Are you already on Twitch? Or were you just so bored? Farming simulator. Hello?
We planted all the seeds! It's time to handle the invading plant life!
Oh yeah, I said, why you stop by today? I mean, what brought you by chat today? I mean, I appreciate it. Gonna make me blush. Not on stream. Alright, wait, hold on. What's going on here? Find... No, that wasn't it? Oh, up here. Alright. Couldn't see it. Beautiful skybox in this game. Very colorful skies. Although they could probably work on the clouds. They have like a weird, like, kind of shimmer effect on them.
Wildflowers! It wasn't kidding when it said plants were invading!
Vernictors? Scatter!
Huh? No, my sword! Let me weave you a verse. Time to act.
Yeah, that's like one of the best parts about this game is like the art design. Really good team for like character designing, as well as just like the color palette for the world is like just so bright and colorful. Like especially when you're in a zone where it's just like bright green, open fields, beautiful blue sky.
Whew. That should be all of them. That wasn't too tough.
Yeah, I've calmed down now. But it doesn't seem like there's too much we can do until we receive some new leads.
Can you tell us about the Dendro Dragon? We don't know anything about it. Who is it? And what does it have to do with King Deshret?
Well, the history of dragons starts from the very beginning of Tevat. Sumeria was Apep's territory. In those days, the lush rainforest covered the entire nation.
Oh, so there was no desert back then?
Not at first. That came when a giant spike fell from the sky, turning a huge section of the rainforest into sand.
Yeah, like, even though I've worked in Blender for on and off for almost 10 years, most of it off, I haven't really found a exact art style in it, but I've always tried off and on, tried to do like this cartoony style, which only in the last couple of years has it been like a lot of tutorials online to do. Like, you should look up like Ghibli style art in Blender. Like, it's crazy. Some people have made it so there's like shaders and materials where it's like it looks exactly like a Studio Ghibli film, which looks crazy beautiful.
In an attempt to adapt to its new environment, a pep changed color from the emerald green of the forest to the yellow of the sand.
No wonder those two elemental life forms are always talking about the importance of adapting.
Apep has always seen itself as the master of Sumeru, and has refused to recognize the new order that was established. Even now, it probably still holds great hostility toward the gods.
Very on and off, to be fair, and it's only been like last 5 years I've been trying to do it relatively regularly. And it's one of those things where it's like, I want to make an art piece, so I'm gonna have to basically learn hyper specifically how to do this one thing to make the art piece. And sometimes there's like general overlap in like techniques or things that I learn, but a lot of the time it's like learning brand new things that's super specific to that one art piece and then moving on and like trying to learn an entirely different thing. So it's just like super unhelpful the way I've been learning it.
However, powerless against the power in the sky, and then the forbidden knowledge many millennia later, it's been unable to stir up any trouble. Conflicts between the two sides are destined to continue until a balance can be found. As far as I know, Apep had been slumbering in the desert, and King Deshret had taken a great interest in it. Maybe this is why Apep was contaminated.
Yeah, it's a great program. And honestly, not too long ago, I think it was like 4 years ago or something, a massive video game studio, Ubisoft, the company that makes like Assassin's Creed, I think they partnered with the Blender company. So ever since then, it's been like a massive boost to stuff. Which I'm still waiting for them to try to do tracking, like camera tracking stuff, so you're able to animate stuff easily. Because I was thinking about trying to do the whole VTuber thing and have like a little dude on screen that like can do like motion capture, so it can like match my reactions and stuff. So instead of having just this camera, I can have like a little anime character dude. I think that'd be cool. For some streams.
I'm not sure what may have led it to become involved, but rescuing it is definitely our top priority right now. The crystal that I have in my possession is probably the key that links the two matters together.
Oh, have you tried grease pencil in it yet? It's basically where you can do a 2D drawing, but then you can change the perspective and it's like in a 3-dimensional space. So it's kind of like when you see people do like paintings in VR, how it's like a brush stroke, but it's in 3-dimensional space. You can find some like really cool art, like 3D art that looks like it's like pencil drawn that way. It's pretty cool. Yeah, every day I find new interesting stuff. Like, there's quite a few YouTube channels I subscribe to where it's literally like, here's a 1-minute video that shows you like a very specific, like quirky, cool thing. Like I just found a video today where it's like how to do like a handwriting animation. So it looks like someone's writing something on a piece of paper. And it's literally just like, write it using like a tablet or your mouse, and then add one modifier, and that's literally it. And it's like, wow, that's insanely simple. I thought it would be way more complicated to do something like that. Although I probably will never need to actually use that.
Body and mind.
Thank you, Lord of Tendril. Family happy. You really like them, don't you? family. Like, do you not like our family? That's not what Paimon meant. It's just that you guys aren't actually the same species. Does that matter? Family likes me. I like family. Paimon doesn't quite understand.
What it's trying to say is that as long as family members get along well, then nothing else matters. You place importance on appearances, but we do not. We find the experiences, knowledge, and connections we've made to be more important. These are all things that are more reliable than mere external appearances. These are the fruits of time, and the essence of what it means to grow.
Oh, Paimon gets it now! Looks can always change, so what's inside of us is more important.
This feels like a kindergarten lesson.
It wouldn't matter. Paimon would still be able to recognize you right away.
Oh? Understood. Thank you.
Sometimes it's nice just to have like a cheesy cornball message like that.
Still nothing new from the forest. Seems like we won't be able to find your other family members for now. It appears we are out of leads to follow. And if no one knows how this crystal works, then the pet may be in danger.
Sorry.
It's okay. It isn't your fault. I don't think it's a coincidence that neither of you can remember anything about the crystal. Maybe it's because the crystal has a very close connection to forbidden knowledge, which causes memories of it to be unclear. And if that's the case, finding the other fungi still wouldn't help us at all.
The crystal and the apocalypse. The apocalypse and memories. Lord of Dendro, do you still remember the prophecy?
I do.
The prophecy is a story that connects events of the past and the future. A family member once said that the apocalypse is a part of us, and that there is value in preserving it. The rest of the family did not approve of its opinion at the time.
Preserving the apocalypse? Do you mean that there's still some that hasn't been eliminated?
That's not very likely. The power of Irminsul covers every inch of the land. Did the prophecy say where that family member went?
To the limitless depths east of Sumeru. A murky place that no one can return from.
Yeah, that must be the chasm, right? But what is it doing there?
It's impossible to preserve forbidden knowledge, but... what if it can be converted to a different form? I'm sorry if I'm suddenly not making any sense. However, I do think it's possible. Follow me. I'll explain it once we find that elemental life form.
Oh, okay. Wow, that's like the first time we've ever ran into like a roadblock on a quest midway through. Usually it will say from the start, kind of like, yo, can't do this one yet. Okay, so what was it? Pearls in the Dark. We have to complete that quest first. Interesting. Yeah, usually before you start a quest, it will tell you. Then you have to complete this other one first. Oh shit, do we not even have that one? We don't even have that one. Oh crap, how do we even do it then? Shoot. Okay, that's not great. Alright, so we're kind of at a roadblock now until we find that other quest. Shoot! Oh wait, no, Barbara. And Alright, shoot. I'll have to look into where to do that quest then, and we'll do that next time. But for the rest of today, I guess let's kind of just, I don't know, continue looking around. We still have this side to unlock. Teleport me, baby! Alright, see here.
Yeah. You can. Rain out.
Oh wow, that. Oh yeah, I forgot. These guys are buff as hell. Oh, I was hoping we'd get him off the cliff. That would make my life so much easier.
Let me weave you a verse. Huh? No, my sword.
Propagate!
And I think we're gonna head up this towards a giant hole in the sky. Yeah, I think I'll just focus on trying to unlock this area. So we'll kind of breeze past some of these chests, since a lot of them are just, you know, basic like little fights to unlock the chest. I might just do that off stream, just so I don't waste any time. Alright, let's see if we can find... Ah, way over there, next to that giant tree. Alright. Ooh, okay. Next, another one right over here. Yeah, today was definitely a much slower going through the story, and I'm kind of surprised. Like, I'm happy that they finally brought up the dragon. Took quite a bit to actually get there, actually, before they mentioned him. I was starting to think maybe it wasn't even part of this story. God dang, yeah, there's a lot of treasure chests around here. Distractions. Our main goal is just to get over to that big one over there so we can unlock this part of the map.
Listen, as long as you stick to your own path, it doesn't matter what Mother Nature throws at you.
Thanks for the life lesson. Hey.
Listen, as long as you stick to your own path, it
Ooh, okay, looks like there might be a sakura tree over here. And we have a handful more to unlock. Awesome. We only need 33 more. Huh. Nice little somber music playing there. It's ridiculous on how on point a lot of the music is in this game.
Listen, as long as you stick to your
Okay, what is up with him today? He has been quoting that line a lot. Alright, that's gonna be a long climb up. Looks like we got some sort of field over there, I want to say. Let's run down the river.
Time to act.
Ah, shit. That's way up that cliff. Alright, you know what? I'll just teleport back up there. That would be way easier than climbing it.
Great weather for practicing martial arts, but perfect weather for reading.
One of the negatives of having such a huge map.
Look for. You look as if you're trying to decipher some strange text written on my forehead.
Sometimes shit is just way too far away to deal with. Slow pan. Oh yeah, I finally got to see the movie Babylon too, which I didn't even realize came out like 2 or 3 months ago, which is about like I think it was 1940 30s-ish Hollywood and the crazy debauchery shit they get into. And yeah, I don't know what was up this weekend. I watched a lot of depressing shit. It was a pretty good movie. But of course, you know, it's about Hollywood and the temporary nature of stardom.
Great weather for practicing martial arts, but perfect weather for reading. Hey, what's that ridiculous look for? You look as if you're trying to decipher some strange text written on my forehead.
Oh, there's nothing else really over there. All right. What should we do? Got a shitload of areas. We still need to figure out the all the underground temple stuff here. Gotta also figure out the weird swampy stuff here. Again, what to do, what to do. And we still also haven't found the main villain for this area either, so it's either going to be over in here or over in here. Need to figure that out. Let's actually try to move back here. See if there's a giant tree back here. It looks like there's going to be a giant cherry blossom tree.
Time to act. Rain outlines your fate.
Listen, as long as you stick to your own...
What? Okay, there's something up. They had to have changed this during the update. These guys are like firing off their like voice lines constantly now.
Just following orders.
Okay, another puzzly thingy. Actually, wait, no, it would be up this path. Ah, there it is. Okay. Not exactly a cherry blossom tree, but kind of close. Unfortunately, it doesn't really look like there's much going on up here. Alright, what's this glowy thingy? As all wise adventurers do, I'm gonna poke the unknown glowy thingy. So what's the worst that could happen? Okay, nothing. Disappointment. Disappointment's the worst that can happen. In some basic ass dungeon. Not gonna do that now. Giant sky hole. Gotta figure that out. Really nice piano here. No, I've tried Skyrim. That thing's been out for over a decade. I've tried it multiple times. I just can't get into it. I don't know what it is. Bethesda, the company that makes them, like all of their games, like Elder Scrolls, Skyrim, and like Fallout, I've tried like all of them and I just cannot get into them. I think it has to do with like just the first person aspect of it, because like my number one thing for a video game is I have to be invested in the story. It's like probably the most important part for me. And having first person is just kind of hard to invest in the character. Or it's like a party game, like Fall Guys or something, where it's just like there is no story, it's just like a turn off your brain and have fun.
How about we explore the area ahead of us later?
Okay, that is off the map, it looks like. And it doesn't really look like it gives us any hints at what the neighboring area will look like. I'm still betting that the next area is probably going to be water, because I don't think they'll do water and then ice back to back. Although I really hope the fire zone is like a giant ass volcano. It'd be such a waste if they don't do that. Oh, okay. When I say first person, I don't really mean like literally like the camera positioning first person. It's just in most first person games, the way that they tell this story and the way that the main character, or the lack thereof, really a character. Because most of the time when it's first person, it's like you, the player, are the main character. So they don't really give the character you're playing as too much characteristics a lot of the time. Like there's exceptions like BioShock, kind of, and a few other games, but a lot of the time when it's first person, it's like try to be like you, the person playing, is the character, rather than it actually being an in-world character. Sure. Oh shoot, I was worried about that. I was dusting the other day, and my audio knob might have been bumped a bit. All right, how about now? Better? Yeah, I was testing my audio mixer and I hit the volume knob on it the other day. Alright. Honestly, today just feels like more of a chill day. Let's go to Inazuma. Okay, cool. Ooh, let me show you this place. This place is really cool. So it's an island in the middle of the ocean, and it's got like these cool little bubble effects instead of like particle effects. And it's like below sea level. And the grass is like purple and blue. And it's got like weird little jellyfish creatures just flying in the air. My favorite game. It's funny because it's probably a tie between like two different ones, and they're like the most different games in the world. Or actually three. Like my top three would be like Kingdom Hearts, just because like I love that cheesy anime stuff that's in it, and it's just like from my childhood, and it's just like it's a feel-good game where it's just like yay. And then like a Dark Souls game, just because I like difficult stuff and I hate myself. And then Shadow of the Colossus is just a masterpiece of a video game that I love so much. Those three are probably like tied for first. I probably could not pick between them. Alright. I'm just trying to think of what to do, since we ran into a roadblock on that story, and all the other things that we can do is just like a in-depth story that would take like a lot longer to do if we got into it now. Oh, I know what I can do. I've been trying to get this trophy for like forever because it requires you to do fishing. I have been meaning to play the first Dark Souls as well as Shadow of the Colossus on stream. Oh, dang it. It still hasn't refreshed since the other day. So this game did something super stupid with one of its collectibles. Like, you can collect books in this game, and for the last one I need, it's like torn up into pages. And some masochist thought, oh, do you know what would be a great idea? If we just threw them into the water, so you have to fish them out, and it just randomly shows up. So you have to spend like so many hours fishing just hoping to get a drop. Such a shitty thing to do, my man. Terrible game design. So I've been fishing for like a month trying to get all 10 pages, and I just need one more. And it's just like, lame. I hate when it's randomized stuff. Okay. Let's go back to the capital city in Sumeru. And I have been thinking about replaying Kingdom Hearts. I went through the whole series when I first started streaming almost 1,000 days ago. Alright, let's see here. How far are we with this guy? Oh my god, he knows. Dark Souls is difficult and very punishing, but I like challenging, like fighting style games, action games. I already did all those for this week, and our level is up to level 8 to 10. All right. actually... Okay, that actually flew by super fast. We are actually at time for today for stream. So, oh my god, my nose is murdering me. 1 second. Yeah, gross. Yeah. Made it into the basket. Nice. All right. All right. Yeah, I think that is going to be it for today. Since we ran into that roadblock on the quest, I will look into the the other mission that we're going to have to do before we move forward on that. I'll figure out how we like who we go to pick it up from and what we do in it and all that stuff for next time. Tomorrow we are going to be doing some more Witcher and getting back into that. I have been trying to hit the main story a lot more since, like, we're 40 streams in and I was told I was still in like the first part of the story. So I did not realize I was still like insanely early in the game still. I thought I was at least around halfway. So yeah, we've been messing around doing a lot of side quests in that game, and I did not realize we were so freaking early in that thing. So we're gonna push forward with the main story on The Witcher. I was thinking of maybe starting one of the DLCs since we have the complete edition. We have both DLCs already installed. I don't know if there's really like a timeline to it, like one of them is supposed to take place after the main story or anything, but we'll figure it out. We'll start doing that tomorrow. Thursday, like, what is today's Tuesday, right? Sleep deprivation isn't good. Yeah, today's Tuesday. Okay, yeah, Witcher tomorrow, Genshin Impact on Thursday, Witcher on Fridays, and then this weekend we'll hop back into Mafia 3, which I've been loving that game. Honestly, that franchise has been a real banger when it comes to story so far, and I really hope they make a fourth one, you know, at some point within the decade, because that would be awesome, since between Mafia 2 and 3 it took like almost a decade to happen, which always sucks when that happens. But yeah, oh sorry, I checked out there for a second. But yeah, that's it for today, guys. Honestly, it doesn't feel like we really did too much today. Definitely a much more relaxed day. It always feels like that whenever we do story stuff, just because of the constant conversations everybody's having and the lack of action actually going down in this game. Unfortunately, that's probably the biggest issue I have with it, is that when it's story time, like main story stuff, it's just constant like cutscenes and not too much fight really happening. But yeah, that's it for today. The end of day 959 of streaming in a row. And yeah, I already told you guys what's happening in the next couple of days. This schedule as usual for the last month or so. And to remind everyone, once we finish up The Witcher, we're going to start Zelda Breath of the Wild. And once we complete Mafia, we're going to start the Arkham series, the Batman Arkham series, on the weekends. So we got those looking forward to. I don't know, part of me was thinking maybe taking a bit of a break and playing a shorter game, like doing like Alan Wake or something. I did pick up the remake that came out not too long ago, and I did play Control not too long ago, and that's kind of tied in with it. But yeah, so maybe we'll play Alan Wake. I don't know how long it's supposed to be. I think it's only like a 12-ish hour game or something, not too long. So we might do that as like a brief intermission between all these long ass games we've been playing. That's like hundreds of hours long. But yeah, I might do that before we start Zelda during the weeks, because I do want to play Alan Wake. I know very little about it other than it's tied into Control, and that's basically it, and they're making a sequel to it, so I want to get that done. But yeah, that is it for today. Like always, links down below for my Twitter, where I tweet out every day when I'm online and when I'm playing, as well as a link over to my YouTube channel where all my previous streams are archived over there. We've got, I'm going to say safely 2,000 hours worth of content over there, probably more, since in the beginning I did used to do longer streams, so yeah. that's it for today. Thank you for stopping by, Bella. I really appreciate it. And everyone else in chat, I also, thanks for stopping by. Appreciate it. And that is it for today, guys. I will catch you all tomorrow with The Witcher. If not, I'll see you guys back here on Thursday with some more Genshin Impact, which hopefully I'll be able to figure out where the hell we can get this quest so we can continue with the story that we're doing. Anyway, that's it. Bye.